the Gatemen out-hit the Braves 14-8 tonight, but the scoreboard says otherwise as the Braves pick up their 21st victory of this season. The final score of 5-4. The normal Tomahawk Talk crew, Chris Jones, Kerry Crowley, Liam Sullivan. I'm Troy Lynch. Kerry, the special guest tonight, you want to introduce?
Yes, we do. A founding member of Tomahawk Talk from the 2013-2014 Braves media team, James Nahikian, back in town. James, a Bourne Braves beat writer. If you follow the Braves, you're a fan of James. You're probably following his career at Bowling Green State. Back in town tonight, James. What was it like to see Bourne just utterly shock the Gatemen and perhaps add to the collapse that's happening in Wareham?
I wasn't too aware of the Wareham collapse, but my goodness, I mean, what a steal for the Braves tonight. Just a huge eighth inning, go down 4-1, no problem. And tough loss last night. Obviously was there to see the loss to Orleans, but coming to Dorn Park and obviously just huge hits, and you got to credit that to Joe Lincoln, favorite for assistant coach of the year, and just a big hit tonight. Big win for the Braves.
Yeah, but Jordan to Backman's pitching staff, they look pretty solid tonight. Ryan Kiefaber got the start. First two innings were a little tough, but after that he bounced back.
Yeah, 4-1 game. Jordan Tabachman goes out to the mound and just settles down Kiefaber. Gets a few more innings out of him, scoreless ball. Tyler Deal comes out of the pen, shuts it down, and then all of a sudden the Braves take the lead. The mailman comes in, makes his final delivery of the night. Ball game over. Austin Conway, his 10th save of the year.
The Braves scored 3 runs in the first 2 innings. Liam, Nick Solak seemed to be on tonight, and then a big hit by C.J. Chatham late in the game.
Yeah, Chatham comes up with a big double. Surprisingly, despite not playing every day, Chatham has led. He's up there with the leaders of the team with doubles. Comes up with a big 2 RBI double in the bottom of the 8th, and the Braves pull ahead. Big hit for CJ, and a big win for the Braves.
A big hit for CJ indeed, but probably an even bigger night for Austin Conway picking up his 10th save of the season.
The Reliever of the Year award in the Cape Cod Baseball League belongs in Bourne, and Austin Conway helped his cause tonight. He's right now tied with Thomas Hackemer, or a few moments ago was tied with Thomas Hackemer and Brewster. Both guys 9 saves, you get 3 points per save. 2 points for a win, both guys 1 win, minus 2 points for a loss. It's a point system. Austin Conway picked up save number 10, so he guaranteed himself at least a tie for Reliever of the Year. And if the Brewster Whitecaps play tomorrow and Thomas Hackemer doesn't pick up a save, Austin Conway, the mailman, can add another stop to his route, and that's an award ceremony in the postseason.
Well, I caught up with potential Reliever of the Year after the game, and this is what he had to say. Well, they call him a mailman for the reason. He always delivers. Austin Conway, you're in your 10th save of the year. How does that feel?
It feels great. I was really hoping today would have been my last appearance before the playoffs started. So I really wanted to get out there. If not, I was going to play bullpen. So being able to come out and get a save.
You guys were down coming into the 9th inning, and C.J. Chatham comes up big with a 2-run double to put you guys up into the lead. Was that a relieving feeling when you were about to come in?
Absolutely. C.J. always hits the ball hard, and he came up big time for us. So very good job on his part, staying close to that.
In the middle of the 9th inning, there were runners on first,
getting in the way there?
and then Harvey and then the rest of your teammates came to busy you on the mound. What did you guys talk about?
I'll go out and tell the
He
truth.
really just
Everybody know that
talked about
nonsense
first and
he's
third,
talking.
what to do in that situation. Really didn't say anything to them. Being down in the 9th, they obviously were going to try something to get that run across. So we really just went over our first and third play, and he told me to stay locked in and throw the ball. So that's what I did. Told me to pound that guy in. I'm not sure if that last fastball got inside, but it worked. So go after it.
You've been so dominant this season, 10 saves. You are in the running for Reliever of the Year. Has that been something you've been looking for this entire season?
For the last couple of weeks, it kind of came to my attention that it would be a possibility. And it hasn't necessarily crept in my mind while I'm on the mound, but kind of outside, whenever I see the stats, it kind of creeps in. So kind of anxious to see if I win it. If I do, great. If not, that's okay too. But it'll definitely be an honor to have that happen.
Austin Conway with his 10th save of the season. Definitely a contender for the Reliever of the Year running. Austin, great job, and thanks for the interview. And we're going to send it back to Tomahawk Talk. All right, now on to our favorite segment that's been our favorite all year long, Players of the Game. There are a lot tonight, but Chris, you go ahead and go first.
It's an obvious choice tonight. The coaching staff down 4-1 in a game where for Bourne, you lock up the 2 seed. Not a lot to play for. But with Joe Lincoln and Jordan Tabachman side by side in that dugout, they're able to get it together, get the team rallied, and able to come back from the deficit. Great job by the coaching staff tonight, able to get the 21st victory of the season for the Braves. Ensures they're going to be a 500.
Love that. That's a great pick. You probably just stole the show right there. James, go to you next.
I'm going to have to go with Jason DeLay. Obviously, the only player on last year's team still here, so it's a little bit of a sentimental choice for me. I was upset I didn't get to see him yesterday, but really did a nice job with the pitching staff after those first 2 innings. 7 scoreless innings he worked with the staff and really gave the Braves an opportunity down 4-1, but it didn't get worse than that. Also scored a run, got hit by a pitch, and caught a fantastic game.
William, there are a lot of options still on the table, so who are you going to pick?
I'm going to take Ryan Kiefaber, tonight's starter. Throws 5+ innings. Does get into a little trouble early, but on a night where the Braves have already locked up the 2 spot, throwing those innings, eating up a lot of innings tonight is a big deal. You get to save a lot of your arms for later on, important, meaningful games. Kiefaber and pitching coach Jordan Tabachman clearly calmed down after his visit to the mound, and can't say enough about his performance tonight.
A fun story about Kiefaber. We finished up field work a little bit early today, so it looked like Kiefaber was getting some pointers from Joe Lincoln. Brought out the golf clubs, got the golf ball out, and had Kerry Crowley tending the pin out on the mound. Played a full 9 holes, and he was ready to make the start tonight.
All right, Kerry, what about your pick?
Camden Dusnak for the most tremendous defensive play I've seen, because he made an over-the-shoulder, no-look catch look easy. And I don't know what he did at the plate, don't have the scorebook in front of me, but that was the defensive play of the year in my book. So Dusnak goes Deuce Nasty for the Big Al.
All right, I'm going to have to split my pick once again. I think Nick Solak, he did tremendous work in the first 2 innings. He had a single, and then an RBI double, and then 2 runs. So Nick Solak, the first part of the game was all his. Tyler Deal is my second player of the game. Came in after Kiefaber, through 3 innings, did not let up a single run, and he had a diving play that was absolutely tremendous. Had us screaming on the broadcast. Would like to say something?
Yeah, I just want to apologize to the CJ Chatham family. It's been tough. The team has struggled hitting with runners in scoring position in tight scenarios, and CJ comes up with one of the biggest hits of the season. Could spell the end for the Gatemen if they choke it away tomorrow, and Falmouth comes from behind tonight and beats the Braves tomorrow.
I also just want to say, what a summer for the host family of Jerry and Cindy Buckley. You get Gavin Pittori, who hasn't given up an earned run and then signs with the Dodgers, and then Austin Conway could be reliever of the year. Let's put 9 people in that house next summer. Absolute magic.
Well, the Braves have already locked up the 2 spot in the West Division, already in the playoffs. Kerry, what are we looking forward to there?
Hyannis first. They show and go today at their own field. Never heard of that, but props to Hyannis.
Hats off to you.
Falmouth, who got to McKean Park before Hyannis, was down 3-1 in the 8th inning. Could have given up on the season. They take a 4-3 lead, so if Falmouth holds on, they're still in playoff contention. Bourne obviously locked up 2nd place. Catuit and Wareham tomorrow battling for the right to continue playing. If Falmouth wins tonight, the loser of the Catuit-Wareham game goes home. Could be an absolutely epic collapse for Wareham. I don't know what the people in that town would do if their squad misses the playoffs for the 3rd straight year. But
is that a record 3 teams that might have their cars packed tomorrow, not knowing if their summer is over?
Falmouth had their cars packed for like a week, but somehow J.J. Matajevic and Heath Quinn haven't, and they're single-handedly or two-handedly carrying that squad. But should be just a tremendous day in the Cape Cod Baseball League tomorrow. The Braves throwing Jake DeCarli, Falmouth Commodores, who knows who's left on that team anymore. Arnie Allen Diamond and Gov Fuller Field. Jack Anderson will throw 95 pitches for Catuit. Justin Dunn will throw the next 5 innings. Just a great day.
That's all in the future, but the final score here at Dorn Park, 5-4. Braves over the Gatemen, pick up their 21st victory of this season, looking for 22 as they end the regular season. And look forward to that, because that's episode 44 of Tomahawk Talk. For the rest of the crew, I'm Troy Lynch. We'll catch you tomorrow.